The government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel has promised an all-out offensive in the Gaza Strip till the time the Hamas is completely destroyed. To get a sense of the thinking in Tel Aviv at this moment, we're joined by Gila Gamliel, Minister of Intelligence, a veteran member of the Israeli Parliament, and the senior-most minister in the government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who's speaking to us on India Today. Gila Gamliel, welcome. And I must say, as we start, I must tell you that most watching in India are completely horrified by the atrocities perpetrated by the Hamas and are very strongly in solidarity with the people and the state of Israel.
God bless you. Thank you from Israel. Israel is at war to destroy the capabilities of Hamas, and it is prepared on all fronts, and we will restore Israel's security back. And thank you about your blessing and support. Like you know, the state of Israel will do everything to bring back its abducted citizens. What they did, it's impossible in any kind of understanding how it's possible. That they kidnap a young generation, women, babies, all elders, citizens, innocent citizens, that they went to a party or were in their houses in the south of Israel. And together we will win. Thank you about your support and a lot of supporting from all over the world. Like you know, the price is very heavy, but we will win this war as well.
So let's pack this one by one, Minister. And I want to start by getting you to explain to our viewers in India about how your counter-offensive against the Hamas has shaped up so far. We're seeing Israel prepare for a ground offensive on the Gaza Strip. We're also seeing from southern Lebanon and even from Syria some bombs, mortars being fired in. So how do you describe your preparation and preparedness for this assault against the Gaza Strip?
We are at war. We are at war to destroy the capabilities of Hamas and restore security. We are ready for the continuation of the military campaign on other fronts as well, including removal of population from threat areas. We are responding forcefully to anyone trying to attack our sovereignty. And of course, we as in Israel will do everything to bring back the abducted. Hamas has committed a war crime by abducting civilians and bears full responsibility for their fate. And like you know, if we see what is happening in the north, so the state of Lebanon is the sovereign of its territory, and it will be held responsible for anything that happens on our north borders. We are striking Hamas decisively. So far, terrorists have been killed, including senior commanders, and thousands of targets have been attacked, including facilities, weaponry, and terror bases. The terrorists will have nowhere to hide, and anywhere there are Hamas terrorists will be turned into ruins. Unfortunately, like you all know, Hamas is operating to murder Israeli citizens while it endangers the residents of Gaza. They are using the residents of Gaza as human shields, while the IDF is operating to protect civilians, making an effort to currently hit terrorists.
So, the Hamas put out...
One more minute. We need to know that the IDF calls upon residents of the north of Gaza Strip to evacuate their homes and to move to the south of Gaza River for the safety of the civilians and to prevent harm to innocent Hamas, to innocent people. And we need to put aside Hamas and the civilians in Gaza Strip. Hamas is preventing the civilians from moving south and is placing them in danger. I believe that not India, not any country, no country in the world will dismiss the deliberate murder of hundreds of innocent civilians. Hamas operated exactly like ISIS and worse. It goes against any sense of human decency and against Islamic teachings terror strikes in you cannot imagine what it is. They burnt the young generation. They murdered babies in front of the parents. They raped the women. They removing heads from the soldiers. They burned life. A lot of people. Anybody in this world cannot get all this, and this why Israel has the right and the international legitimacy, and we are strong to do it and to take this terror once and for all. And I want to tell you that from the history you can see the things that Israel is dealing with, it's become after that the problems of all the world. The supporting of the world is because we need that it won't become a model for other states from this terror organization. We need to cut it from now, and I really appreciate all your support. Thank you very much.
So what does victory in the Gaza Strip look like to you? We're already seeing many world leaders saying going into Gaza could be very costly for Israel in terms of human lives, in terms of the length of this war. Israel has been in twice, had to come back both times because it's very difficult to rule over a hostile population. What is the end game that the Benjamin Netanyahu government has currently in mind for Gaza?
First of all, we need to that Hamas won't stay anymore. That no Hamas, no their military, no their regime, and not their vision. This is something that a country, like you know, in this situation, under attack, it cannot continue to support its aggressors. So we suspended the supply lines to the Gaza Strip as agreed upon between Netanyahu and President Biden. We brought water supply to the south of the Gaza Strip only in order to amplify pressure on Gaza. But like you can understand, it is suspected that Hamas has taken advantage of humanitarian aid to smuggle weaponry into Gaza. So in the terrorist belongings, weapons were found that were smuggled in bags of groceries. So like you see, we need to be with a very sense, in one hand, to try that the innocent citizen there won't be hurt, but in the other hand, we need to deal with these terrorists and to keep bringing the security for everybody inside Israel. So the security forces are spread throughout Israel, constantly vigilant and on high alert to maintain the security of the citizens of the State of Israel, and we will act with force against any acts of incitement and violence. And,
so it's
like
highly
you know,
likely, ma'am, that the Israeli Defense Forces will occupy Gaza as you've done in the past. My question was, who will run Gaza once the IDF has occupied Gaza? What's your vision? What's your plan?
First of all, this is not our plan to occupy the Gaza. What we want to do is to take out the Hamas and the Hamas control out of Gaza. This is the mission for us. And what we need to do is, first of all, bringing this understanding that it won't keep anymore any terrorists of Gaza in Gaza from Hamas and Islamic Jihad. And after that, we will see the day after, what we will do in the day after. And we are now dealing with the most important matter, and that is crushing Hamas. But the state will know Israel how to do this and make sure that whoever is after will pay the price if they try to attack us. I believe that all the states around us need to be part of it and to make this understanding that terrorists need to be out of control all over the world, not only in Israel. And after that, we will try to find out together how we can, in one hand, bringing the citizen of Gaza the opportunity to get their life without these terrorists. And in the other hand, we need to work hard about what it made in these 17 years that they made a brainwashing for this population to kill and to murder Jewish people only because they are Jewish. And this understanding, when we saw it in the worst thing that you can ever imagine about what they did against our citizen, so it makes the sense that we must to do it for once and for all, to take the Hamas and the Islamic Jihad terror organization, terror people, terror monsters out of this place.
Okay, so America's President Joe Biden comes to Tel Aviv. He'll also be going to Jordan. What does your government expect will emerge from the American president's visit to Israel?
First of all, we really thanks the President Biden and the American people, and I want to tell you that there will come a lot of leaders from all over the world. Today, the Chancellor of Germany is here, and the leader of French will come, and from all over. And we feel the support that we got from all the citizens around in India. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. And what we want, first of all, this support to allow and to support our mission inside Gaza. We are need now, like I told you, to take this terror organization out. And we need to work hard that it will be all over the world, that all these terror organizations cannot be controlled citizens and innocent citizens. And United States of America and the President Biden, they are here. They bring us a lot of support, not only by give declarations, but like you see, they're bringing and putting their army in front and coming and helps us with a lot of things that we need in these days.
Ma'am, your government was blaming Iran for helping the Hamas, but from what American media reports are suggesting, that the Iranian government and intelligence apparatus seem to have been caught off guard and were reacting with surprise after the Hamas's attack on Israel on the 7th of October. What's your view on Iran's role, especially given the fact that intel seems to suggest that they were as surprised as the rest of the world with the timing and the nature of this attack?
Iran is always there, you know. They are bringing the money, they are treating them, they are bringing all the missiles and all the guns, and we know that Iran is a part of it. We're in the past and in the present, and of course we won't allow it in the future because it won't stay any part of Hamas. Everybody will ruin. So maybe they can say they didn't know exactly when it will start, but this is things that, like I know, and all around the world, that they make their proxies all over, and Hamas is one of them.
We saw today the Hamas put out a video of a young Israeli girl who's been taken hostage. She was speaking about obviously wanting for her to be freed. Now, there are 199 from what reports from Israel are suggesting Israelis who've been taken hostages by the Hamas. How are you looking at this video that came out today and the other Israelis who are currently hostage with the Hamas?
We work in continuous contact with the families of the hostages in order to give them everything they need. And we are working very hard to bring back all our citizens out of Gaza, and all the propaganda that the Hamas is trying to do by putting a lot of in the social media and about all what they try to make fell the feeling here in Israel. I can only say that we are strong, and we are strong enough, first, to destroy them, and second, to be together and uniting to win this war. And we will do everything we need to bring back our citizens from Gaza.
In the past, Israel has negotiated with the Hamas for soldiers who've been taken hostage. Can there be a negotiation, or do you think in this particular instance, because of what the Hamas did, there's no question of negotiation?
I cannot now get inside what exactly we are doing. We now, with war with Hamas, no negotiating with them.
Okay, and
so unfortunately, thank you very much. I need we now need to win this war, so we have a lot of work to do. So I really appreciate that you are supporting us, and thank you very much about everything.
Gila Gamliel, for taking out time and joining us. Thank you very much. I have just one final question, if I could ask that, before we let you go, which is to do with the intelligence investigation, because Israel has the most formidable intelligence capabilities, the Shin Bet, the Mossad. Many would wonder, how did all the human technical capabilities that you have fail? What's your initial probe suggesting to you, and what are you doing about that, Minister?
Let's say like this. Now we are uniting everybody to win this war. After that, it will be investigating all the details, and then we will put exactly the finger about the mistakes that had been done.
Okay, we'll leave it over there. Gila Gamliel, not wanting to discuss the intelligence failure, quite clearly saying our main priority is to win against the Hamas. Senior Minister in the Netanyahu government, Gila Gamliel, the Minister for Intelligence, speaking there to India today. Thank you, ma'am. All the best.
Thank you very much.